Mexi had to step away. I probably shouldn't have said that just to keep the illusion going, but I like to be, transparent and whatnot. We could, set up some optional shit while he's gone, so it's all gravy. Yeah, burgeoning scholar and princess, in that order. Alright, we got Daruk in the northeast, we got Rivali in the northwest, southwest is Bosa, and southeast-ish is Mipha. So yeah, challenges. These are basically your side quests and whatnot. And if you want to tackle the map in a bit more of an efficient manner, you can go ahead and press the R button, and it will bring up stuff like this. And you can see all the stuff that's at your level, you can see character-specific stuff. Like right here, we can get a bonus combo for Zelda right off the bat.
I refuse to be anything less than capable.
There we go. Now you can press X twice before pressing X again. What else we got here? Unlock services. High Spirits Produce opens. Merchant arrives. Merchant arrives. Merchant arrives. Gain use of Hylian Blacksmith Guild. This is very important. This is how you upgrade your weapons, and I recommend doing this as quickly as possible, so you can just, mow through waves of enemies as fast as humanly possible. We'll cover this when Mexi returns, but for the time being, let's have a little look around here. Manual-like and whatnot. Why the hell not?
And we're back, and we're good.
Yeah. Just unlocked a merchant, mate. Feeling pretty epic right now. We also got the Blacksmith. I wanted to wait until you were back to see this in action. This is where we go to upgrade weapons and whatnot. And if you played Hyrule Warriors, you should know how this works. We shall pick a base weapon, which is our big fuck-off Sheikah thing here. And we just get a few things in here that we're not using to power it up. And bada bing, bada boom. Huzzah!
And now you can level up your weapons like you level up your dudes.
Yeah, for sure, mate. There is also a system by which you can level up your dudes as well, but that will come later. So, strong attack damage +2. Yeah, pay attention to the little things it has on it as well, like strong attack damage, more health up, and so on, because that can be very useful, and sometimes can lead to unexpected bonuses.
Ooh. Can you get the opposite and get a bad mix or get a accident mix in this game?
I'm not entirely sure. That would require me to do some research, and God knows I'm not going to do that. But, there's a lot of experimentation you can do around here. We have basically nothing for Zelda, but we can just go ahead and throw these two in, just to get her up and running and whatnot. And that's about all she wrote for now, because haven't got much money, but we can do some missions here. So, mastering remote bombs. Why don't we go ahead and do this? And we'll take Impa with us for this one.
Gonna try out all the new gear with her.
Stronger weapon. I'm not really equipping any food for this particular mission, because it's not a super long one. I tend to save those for the story missions, honestly.
But that's supposed to be the main way you play a Breath of the Wild game. You see your enemies, you get your gear set, eat your food, and then you charge right in and throw bombs everywhere.
Well, these are more like equipables and passive consumables. You set them in your loadout, and they get consumed over the course of a mission and give you buffs and whatnot.
Oh, gotcha. So really, that honestly makes the apples even more useful, since you use them for the insta health rather than the beef ups they give.
Alrighty, let's get this show on the road.
I like everyone's little 2D icons, I guess, on those little cutscenes.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's a little bit cartoony, but without removing the sort of midway point for Breath of the Wild's aesthetic. It's not quite Twilight Princess, but it's not really Wind Waker either. It strikes a nice, happy balance, I feel.
I don't think anything will ever be like Wind Waker again. Even the stuff that tries to be like Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, like even those, like at least the style felt in line with like a handheld game. But Wind Waker was such a big shock that they were going that cartoony with just the mainline Zelda.
Kids these days, they don't know about Zelda, S-E-L-D-A.
I mean, it's given the game's art style the most amount of longevity. I mean, so far it's been very, I don't know, just really good at preserving just that whole feel that it originally had. Like, no matter how much time passes.
How do you guys feel about this? What style visually, like aesthetically of Zelda do you prefer? Do you like the more serious stuff, like Twilight Princess, or do you prefer like the more cartoony stuff, like Minish Cap, your Wind Wakers, and so on?
They always have like a weird mix match on like the themes and styles there, because the Oracle games have a more cartoony art style, but I feel like some of the more darker things occur in those games. Like heck, that Zelda just about gets sacrificed. Like Twin Rover are pretty good at their jobs.
Fire Wizrobe, he's off doing his old shenanigans again. Nope, none of that.
Let's get his power up so we can burn things down later.
Very nice, very nice. Oh! No, it's on recharge! How could I let this happen? I was so irresponsible.
Got too excited, too wrapped up in the hype.
Yep. Always like that, always wrapped up in the hype.
We always warn you, don't get your expectations so high.
But what's life if you don't experience the highs and then the crushing lows?
I've always just preferred the, what is it, that pi square chart there, where if you don't get your hopes up, and it ends up being good, you're surprised. And if it ends up being bad, then you're satisfied. Like, on your choices there, you end up winning out.
I guess. I just prefer to live my life with a glass half full, really. And then get really annoyed because it's not full, and then go downstairs to refill it.
What's up, life? Why you gotta pour me half a glass?
Seriously. Don't leave me hanging, brah. Yeah, Ethereal Stone. Don't know what it is, but I'll have it anyway, thank you.
Someone on this map is going to want some of these, so I'll take them anyways. That's how I've been with all the bug hunting and all the resource gathering in Skyward Swords. Like, I have no idea what any of this is for, but for sure I'll gather it all up.
I think there is a bug collecting, like, guy who can, like... I might be thinking of Agatha from Twilight Princess, though.
I mean, that's the big famous bug collecting one there, like, because there's the, not the generosity, but there's the demon dude who wants to become a human. It's very Disney Princess. He's the most Disney Princess thing in the whole game. Like, I don't want to hear it about with, like, Link and Zelda's relationship being adorable. Like, the demon guy who wants to be human is... I was so shocked because I hadn't known about that part of the game. Like, for some weird reason, that was something I just didn't know that this character existed, but I think he's probably the most adorable thing in the game. Aside from, like, Groos's antics as well.
Or, you know, that one boss, which is like fucking Mike's girlfriend from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, there is! She is there! I haven't gotten to that part yet. No. Dude, that fire rock boss thing just rocked my shit. I just couldn't. I died so many times and had to redo it so many times.
I can see why that would happen, especially if you're getting used to the button controls over motion and whatnot. But this is pretty cool because this is DLC, yet it's fully voiced.
Oh wow. Which is the better route to go, because you figure most of the team for like model mapping and stuff is probably already moved on, so it's easy to at least get the voice actor together to incorporate as much as you can with your DLC.
Got the maintenance oil. A lot of these will probably be like end game stuff, so don't expect me to be showing off much of this board. But the DLC is out now, and there is another pack coming towards the arse end of the year. And people are hoping, like Robbie and Pura, will be playable there. I would hope so, because I feel like they can make some good movesets out of what's available.
I'm sure they can make all kinds of great fun things.
Let's see. Let's go with Zelda for this one. That's more powerful, but that's... I'll go with that. It's fine.
Tough decisions.
It is, it is. And you can also get different weapons for Link to use. Like, there's a spear, like, playstyle. There's a one-handed weapon playstyle. There's a two-handed weapon playstyle, where you can basically consume your own health to power up your attack.
Oh, that's a cool little gimmick for that kind of style. I was just thinking, like, I would have hated if they had that in the original game, because I basically use nothing but stasis into the two-handed charge attack for just about every enemy after a while.
Yep, I get you, mate. Alrighty. More explosives, more handling with care. Get out of here, you!
Might as well send in the one with the living bomb.
Bada bing.
Her bomb attack asked her, is like, what is my purpose? You throw bombs. Oh my god.
You exist to throw bombs for another person, so they can survive. Oh.
Join the club.
Ah! You kicked Zelda in the face. I don't like that.
That one, with his club, mastered a short-range attack as well. Like, Spear Guy would have had no idea what to do with you, but that one, the solution was pretty easy. Just kick you in the face.
Yeah, I got some fire. Let's put some fire down. Bada bing.
Might as well, you defeated the Wizrogues for those.
Just go around, use these little things here, and you can blow up stuff en masse. I was a little bit off there. Sad face.
Is there a difference in the spells between the characters, or they're just usable the same way?
They're usable the same way, but like, say, if you're playing as Daruk, he is very dainty with how he holds it because he's like so huge.
Well, I'm sure you get the best of it. You get a unique animation, even if the move does the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of them there.
Careful they don't surround and overwhelm you.
That's okay. I have many bombs, and many situations in which to use bombs. Ah!
Bombs that make bombs.
Yeah, bombs on bombs on bombs. Kablamzo. So how's your new Pokemon Snap journey been, mate?
I still need to get on it. I'm super excited about the DLC, and that's been like the big motivator to play it, but I keep getting distracted, and I don't know. At the moment, I've just been trying to replay Shield and try to get through Skyward Sword. In any shape or manner, they're like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this game with my sanity intact.
Well, there's a shit ton of games coming out, especially for Switch towards the end of the year, but the other consoles are no slouches as well, so don't worry about feeling overwhelmed, because there is a dearth of content coming.
At first, I was all excited at the idea that, man, I'm gonna be able to play the sequel to The World Ends With You and the sequel to Psychonauts releasing within the same month, but now I'm like at this point where I haven't had the chance to even play the new The World Ends With You, where it's like, man, I can't believe everything was released in this fucking month. It's like, I'm not gonna have time unless I, obviously I'm gonna have to make it, but it just feels like, man, there is not available hours in the day to try video games.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good for chipping them down. I love it. Get out of here, use mooks.
Destroy them.
Bombs you cutely. Tee-hee.
She becomes this like Hyrule streamer. She just streams her shenanigans and just people like scenes like, wow, warfare.
Just one guy called like Link 1980 whatever year Zelda came out in, just simping over and over by donating.
Oh no, not the poor Zelda simps. Anything but that.
Jesus. Alright, we got a couple of side missions in there. I think we're good to get on with main stuff. So, the choice is yours, mate. Which champion do we go after first?
Let's go to the southeast. I figured let's do Zora's first.
Fair enough. Sorry, just had to open up this thing. It said pumpkin, it got my attention.
Oh no, by all means. Like, that's the whole Zelda experience, is to get distracted by a shiny thing elsewhere.
It's happening already, oh no.
You did well.
Lowland Village, a very outset island looking place to the very southeast of this map. A lot of people, myself included, tend not to find this place because it is just kind of out of the way and you're not really guided towards it per
I
se.
knew I could do it.
Meanwhile, I'm someone who's played Zelda 1 a bunch of times, so my first instinct is, oh shit, a southeast beach? Let me go there right away.
Alright, recommended level 6. We're doing good. Very good, very good.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Damage +5. This will help Zelda's other deficiencies, by which I mean she's controlled by a complete buffoon.
The AI is trying the best it can, right?
I meant me.
Oh, well, I'm sure you're also doing your best, I suppose.
Whatever, whatever. The other characters do have apparel that they can wear, but much like with Link, they don't really have any like stat benefits, and they have a lot less options than Link does. He's kind of the main character of the game, as you'd expect.
You pick him up, and then you play with him.
Yeah, that's what you do.
With the power to heal others' wounds, was selected to pilot.
Very glad I was able to pick up the Champion Amiibo pack. Thank you once again, Deimos, for helping me with shipping and whatnot. That bad boy from America, because Lord knows I wasn't paying upwards of 100 quid base price for it here in the UK. If you want to check out those bad boys, you can see the Amiibo special of Entom opens up.
Oh, hell yeah. That's super cool. I haven't really gotten an Amiibo since. I mean, I was super into them when the Smash ones were being released, but I didn't even make it the full way through that whole wave of Amiibos before. I was kind of done. I had just boxes of them. I was like, huh, I don't really know what to even do with them, so they're still great, and I like that they're still making really fun ones. Shame about some of the game ability tie-ins that keep happening. I don't know why they keep fumbling this concept of tying certain things in the games to the Amiibos by making it something that, you know, you want to get the Amiibo, but you can't make it so that the Amiibo is the only way that you can do it, especially when they don't make enough of them.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big problem on all, is that for some weird reason Nintendo just doesn't make enough of these little figurine guys, and so I just haven't really been interested in one recently enough to like go out and get it.
That's fair, man. I gotta have my Banjo Kasmoople. You know, it's right there. It's protecting one of my 3 external hard drives. The Belmont clan is protecting the other ones, and Carol's just up there, like, pointing at a blank wall.
They're the modern day shrines. Like, they're little just areas that we dedicate to the lore.
This creature is a guardian?
Shall we adopt this? Shall we adopt this and be a couple? Haha, just kidding, unless...
How cute.
See, she's asking the same question that I am, though. Like, is it a guardian?
Monsters
I
on
mean, it's got the same body structure and everything.
What of my father?
Is he playable? No, princess, I'm afraid he is not playable. Oh, curses!
Could you imagine the Egbert moveset? I'd probably see a lot more, pretty similar to, you know, Zelda's Egg Tank. Like, he would just be a guardian that makes more guardians that make even more. Like, because he'd be based off, like, a Russian egg, like, more inside.
I know we're, like, bopping hither and thither throughout conversation topics here, but I was talking about King Dorothan. He is not playable.
You must
Oh, him. Yeah, that's a shame, too. Especially since, you have the Wind Waker King in.
Yeah, they bigged him up so much in Breath of the Wild and then nothing, which is a bit of shame, but we do have some heavy hitters. Mipha is not one of them. She is a bit daintier, but she is, I believe there's like an old Shakespeare quote, like, beware her stature for she is fierce. Though she be, like, small or tiny, she is fierce. I guess that's where the actual modern interpretation, the slang use of the term fierce comes from.
Fierce Queens is now the modern day use.
Right, yeah, watch out for the electricity, not good for Zoras.
They do give her an elemental weakness, don't they? Which is fair. I mean, keeps the game engaging, it gives the characters more variety. They'll have pros and cons depending on the situation.
Oh, jeez.
And her gameplay ability involves the little whirlpool portals that you're setting up, huh?
You can basically walk to them when they're on the field and whatnot. It's pretty cool.
That's movement option. That's also, attack distance option. I'm sure she's got some pretty good long range attacks.
Yeah, there we go. Keep it going. You gotta save the guards and whatnot. And, fittingly enough for Mipha, she can use Mipha's Grace to heal. And I believe if you use the A button special, you can actually heal a little bit to yourself as well, which is neat.
That gives her some longevity too. Do the characters take different amounts of damage depending on just who they are?
I'm not sure actually. It might be like a placebo effect. Like, because I'm playing as a Zora, I imagine it. Oh. Go ahead and you can just have this back.
He thought he had you there. He had his plan, he aimed, and you just turned that all around.
Yep, it's not happening. Although I should probably, go ahead and tell these filthy, pale creatures over here to go and protect the other captains. I'll be over when I'm good and fucking ready, alright? Ah, Jesus. Ah, Jesus again.
Just keep swimming into shocky things.
Very nice, very nice. Hit the head for a critical.
Not nearly as long of a aerial combo as it looks like for Impa. Impa's was still pretty cool. Oh, but they do go ahead and just give her a blitzball move.
I love how you likened it to that, because I'll let you know a little secret, guys. That's what I thought as well when I first played.
Have two Xanderkin just start playing, or not two Xanderkin, but Otherworld start playing as soon as she does that move.
Very nice. Let me take a little bit of damage here so I can show this off. You guys aren't dead. Come on, get up and hit me. Okay, so that's a little bit of a hard done.
And you just unleash it.
Yeah, bada bing.
It's cool. It gives you the heal and everything. Everything staying nice and canonical, making sure that we're not in a timeline that's too different. You wouldn't want that. Then you have a full-on break.
Oh, Jesus, no. Oh, that, thank you. Ah. Get my stasis, bitch.
It's the answer to everything. It's how you know that they loved and played the game, because they knew that stasis was the best move.
Have some bombs, why not? Utterly broken. There we go. And if I've done this correctly, Zelda should be taking care of the other one. Ah!
And she was not.
No. Well, that's my own fault for coming in with, the thing on cooldown. It is what it is. I can blow them up in many different ways. I have options. Oh, there is another one. Why not?
Take care of him while he's stunned.
Yay! That's so cute.
Some of the best characterization they're giving Zelda as well. Like, she was already one of the best Zeldas, and they're like, how can we make her adorable?
How can we increase her kawaii capacity? Yeah, stay away from the electric attacks. They're kind of blatantly signposting it here.
You want to really make sure that you don't fail this mission. It's not quite hand-holding, it's just the game going over it over and over again.
Yeah. Defeat the electric moblin. Which one's closest? Fuck it, YOLO.
Have them pincer attack.
We could, yes, we could at that. You get over there now. Let's fucking go! And depending on when you hold down your strong attack button, X in this case, you can do a different combo, like and just that, or you can do hold it down into an aerial like that, and then just get knocked the fuck back, because God knows, you shouldn't have confidence, Tom. Never try and style on a fool.
I do though, but that extendo combo into an area was pretty cool.
Thank you. At least someone appreciates my entomitude around here.
I'm a big fan of button tree combos, especially if you can throw in a little bit of timing into those as well. I usually end up not being good at them, but I think they're pretty cool in terms of using just the whole, not just pushing the right button, but pushing the right button at the right time for your combo.
That combo there where you do like the swaying back and forth with the sword is pretty cool. Very good for breaking people.
That's why I'm always a big fan of just extending my base combo, because then it just helps me, you know, it takes longer for it to start getting boring and stale.
I love doing that. They just turn the shield surfing into an actual move.
It's so good, and it just combos into things, because of course it does. It's the best thing you can do in Breath of the Wild.
Alright guys, I'll take care of this. You go and do that. And Mipha, you go and do that. I will take care of the rest on the way.
I feel like the map just looks like a Mario Kart track. You have a big old turn, and you have those two little sharp turns at the bottom.
Nice. Okay, so when Nintendo Kart inevitably comes around, you want this version of Zora's Domain for a track?
Probably, yeah. I'd either go with Zora's Domain, or I'd go with Breath of the Wild's Field, where, you know, they could then show the different areas like on the edge, but it would probably just all take place in the big center field, so that way you could see all the places. Because I feel if they did any one particular area, it just wouldn't like feel Breath of the Wildy. Like, oh hey, here's just that one spot on this huge map.
Don't worry, foe, friend. I get those mixed up. It's led to many tragedies. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who's closest? No one. No one is closest.
Are we fucked, Tom? Are we good and fucked?
Oh, we might be. This might be a twofer. It's alright, I'm running.
As fast as her princess training will allow her. She's like the super nanny. You're all having a crisis. I'm on my way.
Yep. Fox Sidon, a captain's dying. Why are you just here on your own? Okay, am I getting close? I'm not actually sure if I'm going the right way. Should be.
That's also a classic Zelda moment. Am I going the right way? Wait a minute. The map told me what?
It's fine. It's fine. We're doing it. I'm coming as fast as I can.
We're doing it, and we're doing it live.
No! You cannot die. Not here, not now.
Rescue Princess is on the way. She will not allow it. And she's brought technology.
Oh, God bless. There we go. Blue moblins are weak to electricity. Very fortunate in this case.
It's pretty unfortunate if you're the moblin, but it's not our problem.
Whew. Alright, so how are we dealing with other stuff here? Link, what the fuck are you doing? You, my good sir.
Wait, did it change his equipment?
What do you mean?
I thought he had a different sword equipped and you had to switch it over. I was like, no way.
No, you're good.
Okay, sweet.
Alright, and you can just change to any character by pressing Y here, so now I'm Mipha. Oh jeez. Oh, there's a lot of things here.
Starting off on a real bad foot with Mipha there.
Yeah, oh, I shall be firing an electric moblin. But you know, needs must.
When you send your Pokemon in on something you know full well has super effective moves, it's like, no, it's okay, boy. You can take them.
Oh. Yeah. I'm doing my best.
Fighting 2 Moblins at once.
There we go.
Sometimes magic is just the answer.
Don't be afraid to use it if you've got it.
The game is going to give you plenty, so might as well.
Right, this should be sorted for these guys, so where's Linka?
Meanwhile, with the guy who's going to take all the credit for this battle...
Oh, you know I am, mate. Running across this thing since the break of dawn. Oh yeah, I feel like I should have mentioned this earlier, but you can like wall jump into aerial combos and whatnot.
Well, that's cool. There's no way that Breath of the Wild lets you make that many bombs that quick.
Nope.
Ooh, that Zora just took that hit right in the face.
Alright, and Zelda, you're closest, so hopefully that fucker isn't dead.
Calling back to streaming Zelda is streaming Link, but he's just such an asshole. Like, he slows time down when the Zora Knight's getting his face punched in just for the footage.
Yeah.
Just for the content.
Come on, give me that special. I need it. Ah! Didn't get what I want, but that was cool all the same.
As long as it gets you the win, that's all you need to get.
Battles like this can become pretty dire if you're not utilizing your troops effectively. Like, it's not a friggin' oh, I have to press X repeatedly. That's what I was going wrong with there. Her thing is very different to the other characters.
Oh no, a varying moveset has backfired.
So yeah, like I was saying, you need to command your other playable characters very efficiently. Otherwise, you may end up losing the battle and having to restart from a checkpoint, which is thankfully very graciously dealt out here. You'll never be grumbling too long in Age of Calamity.
You might have the unfortunate situation of sending your character who is weak to electricity to try and take down an electricity enemy.
Oh, she's doing the thing. Yeah, there it is. Frog.
Some research, hell yeah!
There we go. You go there.
We hereby dub her the Frog Princess.
Yes. Although I think Tiana's gonna sue. Ah, Jesus. I didn't expect them to charge.
I had this hilarious idea where I was thinking, because of like all the people suing Disney because of them fucking up like release schedules and stuff, that with Jungle Cruise coming out, that it's very real that there could be an opportunity where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson sues Disney. And I was thinking, imagine trying to tell that to someone in the 90s, being like, Dwayne Johnson is suing Disney, and they're like, the wrestler? But why? And it's gonna be quite a awkward situation when it, hopefully not, but inevitably does occur.
See Link charge in back there, fearless. Ah, he has electric arrows. That's not good. Volley. Yeah, get it, Mipha.
Probably not the best time for your wettest character.
Oh my god. Could you rephrase, please?
I'd prefer not to. Keep it on the records.
Get in there. Very good, very good. And now a little bit with Link. Ah! He went completely past that. It's fine. Much easier to get a Flurry Rush here as opposed to Breath of the Wild proper. Ah!
Just about got out in time.
Nope. I ran right into that electric arrow. And right into that.
They gave him all the moves.
My timing is just very off in this level for some reason. I'm glad we didn't have to do a twofer on this.
Thank God.
There we go. Everyone gets one. Alright, Zelda, how do you want to take down the Lionel?
She's clearly just gonna use her super, but hey, I'm not complaining.
And they're weak to lightning, go figure.
I guess that's kind of why they're using the electric arrows then.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
The fact that she makes a missile with Shiken technology. It's so good.
Yeah, you better run.
No, if you let him get away, he takes all the loot with him. We needed more arrows.
It's a very sociopathic view of living creatures, mate. They're not just loot in skin suits.
Well, they're monsters in a Zelda game. Like, they're respawned by the moon. Like, it's cool to knock them down.
Aw, wee Babby Sidon, who we didn't actually see in the original until the Champions Ballad DLC.
So we get all kinds of fun redesigns of cool, lovable characters. Like, not just the Robbie and Pura update. We get stuff like this. Adorable baby Sidon.
Aww.
Oh, he's such a... You know he's such a shit. You know he walks up to you and asks if you have games on your Sheikah slate.
You know, they did a thing in Kingdom Hearts 3 where you could play a classic LCD or Game & Watch games. Should have done that for this, although there is that Game & Watch Zelda coming out with Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and GB Link's Awakening.
I'm excited for that, but I also feel like it was not nearly enough to celebrate the Zelda anniversary. Like, I'm not gonna be one that like, hey, make me a game right now, but like, I feel like they could have done a little more with the big Zelda anniversary than the Game & Watch thing. But I was excited that it has not just Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, but the fact that they have Link's Awakening all on that same thing. Like, I understand that I could probably have just emulated Zelda 1 on my phone at any time, but you know, the idea of being able to play Zelda 1 kind of anywhere on a tiny little device, like, it's super enticing. But again, I'm not sure if Nintendo's going to make enough because they seem to have this problem.
Yeah, they sure do. Nintendo get up in the morning and be like, today I will undervalue our own stock while driving up demand. Hell yeah, look at that Zora strategy there.
Still not nearly as bad as the other guy on that simultaneous moment saying, hee hee, I will buy 7 of them because then I will be able to sell them on eBay. It's like, my dude, you're taking a bad situation and making it worse. Stop it.
That's capitalism, mate. That's the society we live in. And that's where that conversation is ending.
On a happy note.
Holy fuck, that one guy in particular. Oh, you thought we weren't going to get to pilot the grand divine beasts? Well, worry not, my dear viewer. They are indeed playable in their own specific levels.
You should have fired the big fuck-off laser a second time. They don't know if they took all the HP off of that enemy. Like, he can very well just walk right up. Better fire it again.
I'm going to go ahead and turn motion control aiming off, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. I almost stubbornly don't mind.
Alright, so press R to fire a chunk of ice at the enemy, hold down ZR to unleash a barrage of ice.
I feel like at this point I'm determined to just play through Skyward Sword without the motion control. Like, just almost not in spite of it, but also kind of just in spite of it, just to be like, I will get through this game with the janky multi-button controls you thought would work out.
Mastodon, etc.
That's one of my favorite of the original Zords.
Based sack. Based original Black Ranger. Alright, let's do this shit. We got a bunch of moves here. We got the Icicle Blast. You can fling upwards with Y and just fucking destroy things, including the frame rate. Or you can hold down ZR and you can get yourself a little targeted blast here and there.
I guess you could be pedantic and be like, well, you did control the beast in the original game, but that was for dungeon exploring purposes. This is for mass destruction purposes. I also think the HUD gives off really strong Metroid Prime vibes. It's just my opinion.
Yes, yeah, I can see it. It's the shade of blue, I think.
I think that and just kind of like how angular the kind of just the options there are in the corner sort of gives it the whole like looking through a helmet sort of vibe. But this is definitely, you know, if anyone wants to go out and make the Power Rangers game, I think this would be a great way to do Zord sections.
Oh man, I might need to visit the restroom after this, because no, I gotta leave it there. Seriously, I'd make a game like that.
Please do. Like, I know Power Rangers got themselves a pretty good fighting game, so cool. Now that that's done, let's do like an adventure style Power Rangers game with full Zord sections like this.
Hell, I'd go for like a Muzone one. I think there's like a Sentai one, but I'm not entirely sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's not already one. Tell us in the comment. Let us know.
If anyone were to know, Tanner would know. Fuck all y'all. I'll get you, don't you worry. Shazam. Shazam is just my go-to word when I need to exemplify stuff happening on screen. I apologize. It's very lazy.
You know, in other timelines, this is Tom and Richie solo, and then in other timelines, this is Tom and Tanner solo. I like to think that's an interesting thought.
I mean, that's just multiverse shenanigans in general, really.
It's what makes it so fun, though. Like, some of my favorite just series of all time involve multiverse shenanigans. It's why Steins Gate is still probably one of my favorite animes.
I'm going through that with Neo and whatnot.
There's also timeline shenanigans, and I just want to play it so badly.
Just to go back to Power Rangers for a second, because Lord knows I'm not a big enough nerd already. They're actually making like proper, really nice looking figures of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as Power Rangers from that Boom Comics crossover.
Oh yeah, I saw those little figures. It was like a Leo as a Blue Ranger, but he has the helmet off. Those are super cool.
I can take you all. I don't give a fuck.
But I mean, if they're gonna have Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Sentai / whatever figures there, it means you have no choice but to bring Venus back. You done did this to yourself.
Well, yellow is actually Mikey, because I guess that's the closest to yellow.
I guess so. Have they done? They need to do more orange Power Rangers. Like, I feel that's an underutilized color, and I know they probably pick certain ones for certain reasons, but there should be more.
I think there's an Orange Ranger in that one Train Sentai, but besides that, the only other one I know is like Cat Ranger from SPD.
God, just the fact that these series are separated by just the blank ranger. So you have the train rangers, there's the pirate ranger. I saw the cowboy ranger. I don't know his name and I don't know the context of it, but I've seen him and I know he exists. But just they're fun. I love how insane they go.
You are pretty epic. I accept. Would you take your brother with you? He's always wanted to go in a Megazord.
You can go, but you have to take your brother with you. Mom!
Well, your mom's dead. It's just me now.
Just the king here. Just the unplayable king.
I know. It hurts. Get over it.
Yes, father.
Hopefully in the other Zelda games too, we'll get to see more funky looking head Zoras, because most of the Zoras in this game all just have the standard, fish head, but we've seen like in Majora's Mask that you can have Zoras with different heads with different fish. Like, you have the attendant dude here with the manta ray head. I think it'd be cool to see like, maybe a puffer fish Zora.
Well, isn't Sidon a hammerhead shark?
He is, but I still feel that's pretty similar to the standard shape, but it does give him like a more angular, more buff looking shape.
Yes, Buff. I've seen many of the fan arts. I know all about his buffitude.
I've been on the internet. I've seen art that I'm not proud of.
Ugh. Yeah, Mipha, there we go. Didn't use her to the best of her abilities, but get used to it. That's going to be the rest of the playthrough, I'm afraid.
We made it through with her. It's very much in the Breath of Wild style. Like, Mipha's grace is used for when you fuck shit up and you're like, oh no, I needed a save.
Ah, Daruk. We'll get to him in a bit. Entrance test. Gain use of military training camp. Very useful. Get this, like with the Blacksmith, as soon as possible. This allows you to level up your characters, so if some are lagging behind, you can upgrade them to basically the same level, so everyone is level packing.
Feel bad for the one guy who just wasn't doing all the side quests and missed some of these essential things because he was in too much of a hurry to do just the mainline quests. It's like, my dude, you didn't play Zelda right, and Zelda punished you for it.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Mipha could definitely use some upgrades and whatnot, but I only have a couple of spears. I'm not sure if Link can actually use that. I think I might save it for now. But in the meantime...
It is super weird that Link and Mipha can both use spears, but they just can't use the same spears.
Why not? It's only a couple, but it will do. And what about yous, Zelda?
A brave, bold playthrough once said, all for Zora.
All for Zora, yes indeed.
Be sure to give Link all them upgrades.
Yeah, there we go. Stronger than expected. That's what I like to hear. Alright, let's see what we got here. Link has a thing that I can't do. Can't do that. Nothing. Zora who couldn't swim. Yeah, let's get her a bonus combo.
That's like the third worst Grim fairy tale.
I guess so, Bexley. Very good, very good. Ah, I'm missing one of those. Although... Nah, I don't think I have the ability to ping a certain thing, but if I go here and I get the Sheikah sensor, I can find out stuff that I need just by looking at the map.
Oh, snap. Information from a map? Well, I never.
Indeedy so. Right, so if I go back to here... And, can I ping this? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there we go. Are there any shops around? This dude wants me to look at something real bad.
Come look at my thing! It's a real nice boulder. Best boulder in Hyrule.
Bravo!
Meditative training. What does this do when it's at home then? Visit the temple, meditate in peace. Quiet meditation will allow you to practice your skills in an imaginary world. I guess training mode? Mipha's training. Why the hell not?
Game might force us to use her a couple times and we don't want her to be the weak link.
Very good, very good.
I wonder how it looked delicious.
Delicious. I love overlapping dialogue.
I'll make you edit that audio correctly.
Oh, and I will. I will indeed. Alright, so a couple of missions, and while we're doing these, Mexer, you can have a think as to who you want us to visit next, me old China. You have to answer right away, just put it on the back burner.
Yeah, I didn't want to be put on the spot there, but debating on whether we go to the Ritos or if we follow Zelda Protocol and do the Gorons next. I could always just flip a coin.
I guess we'll see. Right, so these training things are basically just like kill a bunch of enemies and then you like kill some big enemies and your climbing is done. It's just to get you used to controlling this particular character.
Since each character kind of has like their main gimmick playstyle, they want to make sure you understand that style before you use them so that you can get the most out of them. You could just rely on the AI, but we have already shown that that's not the best idea.
No.
It's not the best at using the character. No matter how you feel you're doing with the character when you control them, just know the AI is doing much worse.
Yeah. Ah, well, such as a Muso game, I guess. I wonder if there's any Muso games out there with, like, super great AI for the computer companions. That would be interesting.
The game probably is broken. People probably don't even like it as much as others because, like, it's too easy. The other characters are too smart or something like that. Knowing internet discourse.
Don't get me started, sir. Good sirrah.
Don't even get me started on nerds on the internet with differing opinions. You'd be surprised.
I'm one of them, so, you know, I can't really paint myself as the good guy here.
It's a view from the inside, I suppose.
Now we just have to kill 100 more enemies. Easy.
Be sure to keep a timer.
I'm all on top of this. I'm getting level ups for days. Don't ask what she's swimming through. This is magic, alright?
I like her magical land swimming abilities. It's super cool. Can she also do a whole, like, swim up a wall and then turn that into her aerial combo?
I'm not sure. I was just kind of whacking away at the overworld there. I should really try and press my buttons more carefully. Obviously, you can teleport through these things. Oh, jeez.
Actually paying attention to the buttons you're pressing in a video game? Nuh-uh. Next, you're going to tell me I'm going to need to be paying attention to the visual cues on screen.
Oh, Lord. Only then will my 8th gate open.
It's like, I've already had a third eye open, like, my goodness. The facts. The hidden secrets and strats.
Blitzball.
Blitzball.
Happy festival fireworks.
And then she tells him to cram his happy festival fireworks. Oh, Waka.
The repentant racist is still a racist, unfortunately.
It's still a racist, and then they give him one of the best limit breaks. And I think it's kind of ironic that the best, like, end game, like, if you want to take on, like, Penance and the Dark Aeons, basically the only viable team is Titus, Waka, and Riku. Like, you force them to have to work together. It's like, well, this is a little awkward. But it's okay, they work it out in the end. They're best friends. Have you not played 10-2? They're best friends.
I know. So I was just thinking, like, his ultimate limit break, he rips the racism out of his heart and fires it at the enemy. Let's see, can Link use the spear? I do not have the spear weapon for Link right now. Sad face. What are you pointing me to? Mastering Cryonis, eh?
So we only have one-armed weapons?
Currently right now for Link, yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to get a spear or two-handed weapon here soon.
Like Maxie said, don't ask me why Mipha has spears, but we can't use them. I guess she covets them.
Like, I can understand her being the only one that could use her spear. Like, even though Link can do it in the later game, like, I would have been cool with just that concept. But it's super weird that they have, especially since they come from the same spear pool. Like, they were all spears that Link had used in Breath of the Wild, so I don't get why you can't just have it to where that spear is able to be equipped by both characters. It's a little thing. It's a nitpick. It's not something that I would, like, lower the IGN score over this game over, but just, I don't know, it's a little weird.
The idea of you review bombing is hilarious to me for some reason.
Too much water is one of the greatest memes of all time.
You looking forward to, this is completely unrelated to Owen, but you're looking forward to the Sinnoh remakes?
I am. I always look forward to whatever next Pokemon game that comes out, just to give them a try. Especially when, because at first I was skeptical about the Let's Go games. That was probably when I was probably at my most cynical with Pokemon. But then I gave them a try and it's like, actually these are not bad. I'm having fun. So I'm back on, like, the upper swing of, because my interest in Pokemon wanes. Sometimes I get way too into them, and then there are just times where it's like, okay, they released, maybe at some point I'll play them later, but I'm kind of on the upswing at this moment where it's like, you know what, Pokemon's doing some fun, interesting things. I'm on board for while I still have the interest.
Yeah, for sure. It is kind of weird though. They're being very coy about not only like Legends Arceus, which understandable, it looks kind of undercooked right now, needs more time in the oven, but also like the Gen 4 remakes. You'd think they'd be done by now, so I'm not sure why they're not showing more of it off.
I think it's just because, I mean, Pokemon games offer a certain thing. Back when like Sun and Moon were getting announced, they were basically showing you all the Pokemon that were going to be in the game. And I remember that when I was playing the games themselves, I was like, I kind of already like knew what was coming up just by having followed the trailers and everything so closely. Then I could see them trying to work on the way they market it. That's like, if you want to know what's in this game, you need to buy and play it. Finding out which Pokemon are in the game is kind of like the point of the games. That's the whole gameplay hook. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny that they're playing with the way that they market it, just going from hey, showing all the Pokemon to not even showing you that there is Pokemon.
And there we go. Mission complete.
Nice.
Teehee.
Hopefully that live action show of theirs lives up to the hype and the precedence of the golden standard that all Pokemon media has.
Yes, Detective Pikachu.
I love Detective Pikachu.
I do too.
I've watched that movie so many times, like just on a repeat. That has become one of my favorite, just like background noise, just movies where I'm like, I'm not even watching it, but I love having it in the on the background.
Should have gotten you on for the MovieCom with that, but alas.
I would probably not have had too much to say about it. I would have ended up like taking a nap. Just how many times I've also had it play for a nap.
Mm-hmm. Aw, bless you. There's a thing pinging down there, and I want it. Alrighty, what you got from here? Link +1 bonus heart.
Hey, more defense.
All for him. So, have you made your decision yet, Zora?
I think I've decided that we're gonna hit up the Rito.
Huh, interesting. Okay, mate.
You did well.
Mix it up, have it so that this is very clearly a different timeline than our Breath of the Wild playthrough. Do a different order than what we did for that one.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. To Banff Frontier. Many memories here. Yeah, we'll take Mipha with us. Why the hell not?
So many memories. Not all of them good, but so many of them.
Indeedy so, mate. We should probably dress warm for this. I put on a hat. Good enough.
That's all your mother asks of you. She just wants you to put on a warm hat before you go out.
Indeed. Indeed. Alright, we're good. Let's get cracking.